how do I make sales predictably and consistently so that eventually I don't have to reach out to many people at all? Is anybody hearing me here? The question then becomes, because the quality of our life is determined by the quality of the questions we ask. So the question then becomes, how do I make sales predictably and consistently so eventually I don't have to reach out to anyone at all? That's what we're trying to do here. Because guys, I'm just going to say this real quick. Guess what? If you're doing less than 10,000 a month, 20,000, like no one knows you yet, nor should they. Stop bitching about it. Don't get emotional about it. Stop sitting there thinking that you should be doing 20,000 a month without having to connect or speak to anybody at all. Because at the end of the day, like Yaya said, the person that makes the most money is the person that provides the most value. How can you provide tons of value when you're sitting there selfishly wanting everybody to come to you without willing to go out there to be able to change people's lives? I don't think you heard what I said. For some, it's like, oh, it's not money, it's impact. You want to impact people? Stop being so selfish. I'm dead serious, guys. Yaya said to him before, do you want the cookie cutter or do you want the truth? I'm telling you the truth. You want to get to the 30 to 50,000 and the passive income and the legacy, but you ain't prepared to do whatever it takes to get what you say you want. For some of you, what I just said is inspiring you. It's breaking you through. Allow it. As I said, guys, allow this to be the catalyst. Type breakthrough in the chat if you're having it, whenever you're having it. Okay. So thank you guys. Keely, Shara, Amanda, I see you guys. Vanessa, Janine. So we want to make 20,000 a month. We want to make 8 sales. What do we need to do to be able to do that? We need to get more conversations. How many of you are here? You're like, oh, and I know, but how do I get more people to reach out to me? How do I get in more conversations? Because conversations suck. You're like, oh, and okay, thank you. I get it. But what do I do? Well, let me tell you. Yeah, but how? Exactly. That's what I'm here for. It's all good. I'm going to give it to you. So 3 types of conversations. There are inbound. Inbound means just simply means that the conversation's coming inbound to you, meaning someone reaches out to you and says, hey, Lucy, hey, Belle, hey, Donya, hey, Marianne, hey, Ella, hey, Rita, hey, been following your content. Hey, Vanessa, been following. Hey, what is it that you do? That's an inbound conversation. How many of you have had somebody reach out to you before? Or how many of you would love for more people to reach out to you, being like, yo, I want to work with you? That's an inbound conversation. So what type of conversation are we wanting to solve for? What do we want the most of? What do we want to work towards? What? Eventually is inbound leads. You feeling me, guys? Second thing is warm outreach. This is where you reach out to people that have given you permission to reach out to them. These are people that have accepted your friend request, followed you back, are liking and commenting on your stuff. This is a belief, guys. This isn't a saying. Every like is a lead. Every comment is a chance to make a new connection. If someone has liked Audrey, Richard, Tracy, I see you guys, Tanya, Allison, if someone's liked your content, what does that tell you about that person and you? Something they're vibing with. They're a lead. They're someone that you could potentially help. The second thing is warm outreach, and then cold outreach is then really reaching out to people that haven't given you permission to reach out to them yet. Okay, so let's do an audit here, guys. Let's do an audit really quick on your own business. How does that sound? How many of you would like to get clarity around where you're at so we can solve it? Okay, so this event, this was taken like 12 days ago. We've brought in something like, I don't know, there was 500 and something registrations, and we have, I can't see the number now, we've got 322 people on live here today, right? So that's 500, right? Which is cool. Now, 90% of those is inbound. What that means simply is you guys have come to me. I've put a post up and you guys are here. How many of you follow me? I put the post up, my content brought you in, you signed up to this event. So 90% of the people that are here have come from you coming to me from that post. Yeah. Second is warm outreach. We did a little bit of reaching out to people that I've been connected with before. How many of you I sent a DM to and was like, yo, we're running an event. We've been connected for a while. You want to check it out. So we did. We reached out to some of our warm audience, and then we did about 2% cold outreach, which is we just wanted to experiment to see if we could connect with some communities and people that I wasn't connected with. So we did that. So with you, where are you at right now? Let me know, yes or no. Are you currently getting people reaching out to you consistently? Yes or no? No, 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 no. Yes. No, 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 no. Yes. No. So what does that tell me? You guys want to make unlimited sales without reaching out to anybody. Problem is people aren't reaching out to you. Keyword, yet. Some of you have typed yes, that's great. For those of you that typed yes, are you getting enough people reach out to you to hit your monthly income goal consistently? Because that's what we're solving here, remember? Yeah. The second thing, how many of you have enough? You find you're getting some people liking and commenting on your stuff, but it's either not enough or it's not the right type of people. So type yes if you have an abundance of qualified leads in your content, and type no if you do not. No. I get it, guys. I'm only asking you this to bring clarity because I am you. I've been exactly where you were right now. You wouldn't believe it, but guess what? I did many a post, many a piece of content where no one knew me and everyone thought I was a piece of shit back then. And I doubted whether or not I could do it. So I don't care where you're at. I've been there. I've been through it. I've broken through it. I've helped the client with it. So I'm not sharing this for any other reason to bring clarity. Now, lastly, I don't even need to say, but the majority then of you are left with, well, I got to reach out to people cold. And how many of you that aches you... I hate saying this, but how many of you that it gives you the ick? I don't even know where that word came from, but how many of you gives you the ick? It's like, I don't have enough people coming to me, baby. I don't have enough for me to be just sitting on the beach making 20K. I just don't. And I know I got to be reaching out to people, but I don't want to do it. I don't like, this is shit. And so then it wigs you out. But at the same time, you want to make 20 to 50,000 a month. How many of you type conflict in the chat? You want 50K in legacy. You know what you want to do, but you're like, shit, how do I do it in a way that feels good? It's aligned. Okay. So guys, while there is an element of this where you just simply need to do frickin' more and you need to get better at what you're doing, there's also an element of this where you got to have the right process in the right way, in the right order so you can do it. Think about it. I'm going to ask this question to you. Someone, let me know in the chat, what's your favorite TV show right now? Your favorite TV show? Maths, Suits. Yeah, Suits. Bit of Harvey Specter action. Now, does anyone have to force you to watch this show? Does anyone have to like make you do it? Or do you watch it? And if you watch it, why do you watch it without having somebody force you to do it? Because you like it. Because you enjoy it, correct? And so while there's a part of this where you guys are going to get out of like, you got to get some accountability to do what you need to do and get good enough. There's also a part where you got to have a process that works. Because one of the things that I found, and you'll see me talk more about this with our clients, is that we give you a process that follows, that works. It's easy to understand. Most of the time we don't do what we need to do because we're overwhelmed. How many of you can relate to that? You're overwhelmed and then so you don't enjoy it. Versus when you know what to do, then you do it, it becomes easier, you get good at it. So that's what we want to do. Okay. So most of you, I already touched on this. If you're 1 out of 4, chances are nobody knows you and you're getting no inbound leads. So here's the question. Guys, just a quick reminder to mute yourself as well. There's somebody tip-tapping around. So please just mute yourself again, please. If I could give you a process to systematically increase the volume of inbound leads coming to you so you could eventually make so much money without having to reach out to anyone, would that be valuable to you? Type your answer in the chat. I'll give you a process to systematically increase your inbound leads coming to you so eventually you wouldn't have to really reach out to anyone. Would that be helpful? So that essentially you could do this.